another Day of Adventures with Wes and Jeff, and today is June the 2nd, 2023, and we are in the south central portion of Utah at Capitol Reef National Park. And this park is called Capitol Reef. It was named that because with the O in it, because that resembled the dome of our Capitol in Washington, D.C. And the reef portion does not refer to an oceanic reef. It's a reef of the multiple domed rock formations that are contained in this park. So stay tuned and we'll show you the features and the different things at this park that makes it unique. And this was our boondocking spot just outside the park here at Capitol Reef National Park in south central Utah. Very windy spot, but we hunkered down and we made it work for ourselves just for our overnight camping spot. And I just wanted to show you a little bit of the topography here at Capitol Reef and what makes it so special and a unique place in the United States.
National Park, and here it is, your watercolor picture of all these pastel colors that have been pushed up and eroded down. These are ripples in the earth, and each ripple has been pushed up on one edge and then falls down, up and down. It's pretty cool. It's right here.
So the really cool thing about this area is you have the volcanic type rock is on the ground here. You can see the black hard rock that is obviously from volcanic activity. And then you have other types of rocks that form, and then look at this right here. You can see the layer of sandstone that comes up to this layer. Then you have the volcanic rock on the top, and this canyon that comes through here, it does drop off very steep, so you have to kind of watch where you walk, but has eroded down by the water that has flowed down this canyon here and down into the park. And then you can see where it gets a bit greener down by the river into the park and along the Fremont River there into the town of Fruita, which they have several orchards and like 3,000 fruit trees. And this is just going to be a really interesting day to learn about all of the things that make this a unique park. It's all about the ancient rocks here at the Visitor Center, the Capitol Reef. Landmarks that hopefully we'll see most of those today. The different layers of the sediment and the erosion that has taken place, the uplifting of the faults, the fault unfolding, the erosion, the volcanic action that they've had in this area. It's a wrinkle on the world. The water pocket fold is Capitol Reef's centerpiece. The geologic processes of disposition, plate movement on the globe, uplift from subduction, folding and faulting and erosion have sculpted this masterpiece, the water pocket fold, this nearly 100-mile long wrinkle on the Earth's surface tells the story of slow changes over vast amounts of time. Many parks on the Colorado Plateau share similar geology stories. They too are made up of rock layers that are uplifted during the period of time that the Colorado Plateau was here. Erosion continues to shape the scenic features of these parks, but the magnitude of the water pocket fold sets Capitol Reef's geologic story apart from the others. This particular park is long. It has an unusual shape, and it's all because of this water pocket fold.
This. Did you press the lever?
No. Press the lever to see what happens.
Tectonic forces lifting the land.
Oh, that's cool. I didn't get to do that again one more time.
Tectonic forces lifting the land. You can see how underneath here it hits a hard layer here and goes underneath.
There you go. Yeah. How about this one?
Lift the handle. That just pushes it up. That's fun.
There's also some arches that are located in this park, similar to Arches National Park. There's slot canyons that were created, as well as the history of the folks that lived here long ago, and the fruit that was produced by the Mormon families that was later in the late 1800s.
And here's the visitor center store. Oh, they might have a puzzle. I'll check it out.
So you haven't learned yet, but Jeff is like a puzzle collector for these national parks. So I like this one right here.
Oh, that's a good one. I like that one.
And I like this one down here that has the arch, and that one's pretty cool.
I kind of like these stylized posters for videos. I mean puzzles. I like these puzzles.
And then they have a video, which I'd like to watch, about the park. It's a 15-minute video. by here at Capitol Reef National Park. So they are known for, here in Fruta, the little town that was settled by the 10 Mormon families. They are known for their homemade pies because this was a big orchard. 3,000 trees are still here. They still produce cherries, pears, apples, all kinds of different berries they have, and rhubarb, strawberry rhubarb. So they're known for their pies. You have to stop in and get a pie. We got one each. Jeff got the mixed berry, and
it's delicious.
There we go. There's those yummy pies. On the right is the apple crispy crunch, and on the left is the mixed berry.
Delicious.
This is the Slick Rock Divide portion of the scenic drive through Capitol Reef National Park. So we pulled out just to take a picture of it, and very cool. It's a great picture the opposite direction too, showing the uplift. I'll show that to you. And zoom in on that because that's really cool, looking down the road. Look at that, the different colors. The sun's just hitting it just right, so it's making it really pretty and pop. So we're about halfway through the scenic ride through the park, heading to the end. We've driven all the way to the back of the scenic drive, which is 10 miles here at Capitol Gorge, and we are at Capitol Gorge itself, which is the gorge that goes back into this canyon here. So we're going to drive back on this road as far as we possibly can, and then take the trail into the gorge itself. So it should be kind of fun. The colors are just absolutely beautiful. Flipping the camera around for you. This is the view here. These towering rocks of all different colors a lot of the folks that have taken that little drive back in to Capitol Gorge. And they got some picnic tables here, so you can have a little picnic and look out and watch the beautiful rocks. And it has a little passage through time. See, look at the old vehicles that used to pass through this gorge, this big barrier known as the water pocket fold. Furious flows. The water, like I said, just rushes through here. So if they're talking about a thunderstorm in the area, you really got to be aware of what your surroundings are, and if the thunderstorm. And speaking of thunderstorms, this is something that's brewing, and it looks like it's coming in. So we got to hurry up and try and make it into this gorge and out of here before we get into any kind of trouble. made it back here to the back of the Capitol Gorge area, and you can see how the water has formed this little wash through here. And we do have thunderstorms off in the distance, so it is an adventure is what Jeff said. But that's the view here at the end. And then you get out and you start hiking. So we're gonna hike a little ways. If it starts raining on us, we're gonna get the hell out of this canyon because we don't want to be stuck. But it is absolutely a beautiful drive. You get a chance, you do need to take your car or whatever vehicle you have and come back. It's a little rough, but it's not four-wheel drive requirement. We made it back in that, and other people made it back in Jeeps and trucks and things. But it is a beautiful drive and very scenic, and you really get a sense of this water pocket fold that is unique to Capitol Reef National Park. There we are at Capitol Gorge Trailhead. It's at the end of the drive. That is a little bit, there's a, at the end of the drive where you can park your car and then get out and hike. And so this is the hike that we're going to take. It is another mile in to the canyon. So this is it's already taken off into the canyon. Trace the historic step of the Pioneer Road through Capitol Gorge under the towering cliffs. This road follows the dry stream bed leading past rock inscriptions, both prehistoric, that's American Indian petroglyphs, and historic pioneer registers that they left on the walls here. And along the way, listen for canyon winged residents, the birds, from canyon wrens to ravens and falcons. The canyon meanders eastward to the park boundary, beyond which is then private property. So we're gonna walk along here and try and catch up with Jeff. But this is gonna be an exciting little hike for us, 1 mile, and we'll show you what we see along the way. It's already, I felt one sprinkle. Oh, that person almost backed into that car. That was interesting. This is the trail. And they do have a park ranger volunteer that's stationed here to kind of answer any questions you might have or to assist people. If there is a rain shower that starts, he's going to evacuate this area so that we don't get into trouble. But you are in the slot canyon, and you are kind of trapped if it starts to pour too hard too quickly. So So the trail goes along these towering walls, and sometimes this is full of water. So Jeff's quite a ways up in front of me. But beautiful that it's been carved through here like this. That's the storm clouds off in the distance. Exactly what they say watch out for. But you can, there's a trail that's just along the base of the rock there. And then there's the wash, which is completely dry right now. So you have the option whether you would like to walk along the trail or if you'd like to walk on the wash. I choose to walk on the wash right now. And then we're going to go up and take a look at some petroglyphs that are on the walls here. Jeff's already found them. So there's like a sun. Let's see the sun here. That's cool. And there are others, but they've kind of been washed. There's some more down here. There's a moon. Something there. Oh. So we're hiking along this slot canyon here, Capitol Gorge, and we just felt our first sprinkles. So we gotta hurry up. We're gonna try to make it down to the water tanks so we can see what the water tanks look like. We did talk to the ranger, and he said he thought we were okay. But if it starts to rain, just make your way as quick as possible out of this canyon. So we're on the Capitol Gorge Trail, and Jeff's getting ready to go up just another 0.2 up this hill so we can see the tanks. Okay, so these are the water tanks. They're kind of dry right now and kind of anticlimactic, but we did go to the water tanks. So these hold water certain times a year in the wash here, but you have to climb up to get to them.
Dramatic landscape on this hike.
It is definitely dramatic and great landscape if you want to do the hike. There may or may not be water in the tanks at the time, but it was an adventure, and Jeff and I are both super glad that we did it and avoided the rainstorm. So so far we're not out of the canyon yet, but if you get a chance to come to Capitol Reef, definitely come and to the Capitol Gorge and explore and find these water tanks. Those water tanks back in the Capitol Gorge, and we found big ones actually that are back here that are pretty cool. I'm gonna flip the camera around. This one holds water big time, and there's a couple more as they cascade down into the wash. So that's how you find them. It's kind of rough terrain, but it's absolutely beautiful. It's a little rocky, and there's some obviously volcanic rock mixed in here, and everything's tilted. Everything's at a slant because this has been uplifted big time. Hiking through the canyon, heading back, sprinkling a little bit harder, but I think we're gonna make it out before we have any troubles. Capitol Reef National Park, and we are in Fruta, the little town that was settled by some Mormons back in the late 1800s. And in the early 1900s, they planted these massive Fremont cottonwood trees. And it's along the Fremont River here. I just want to show you the base of these trees. They're just, people were having picnics. We had ours here. Let the dogs play a little bit of frisbee. But these things are massive. These trees are very, very strong and have withstood a lot of time here. And so it's a nice green park oasis in the middle of this national park and this dry terrain. But these massive Fremont cottonwood trees still stand 100 and some years later. So that's pretty cool. The other thing I wanted to show you was this cool little, this is the rock that overshadows the park here. And this bridge, I want to take you over to this little bridge that crosses over Fremont's River. Here's the riverbank here, Fremont River, that flows right through the park, and the bridge, the footbridge that crosses over the Fremont. It's flowing, but not as full as it could, but that's what keeps everything green here in this area. And so they were able to plant all these trees and make it a nice little oasis. So when you cross over, Murrin Smith's place used to be now National Park, Capitol Reef. Really pretty park. You come to the park, you probably would want to plan to bring your food, because there's really no foods in the park are available, no concessionaires, except for the little pies and things that they make at the Guilford house. But just really pretty. Here at Capitol Reef National Park, there are actual petroglyphs up in the little paintings that are just along the base there. I'll try and scan it for you. But wherever they could stand on the rocks, they could put in a little etching. So it's kind of cool just to come to this open rock area, then just try and find where they are in the stone. Right there. And there's some more over here in the dark. And all along here. Along Highway 24 is the Fruta School, and the school was built like in 1896, and it's just a one-room school, still stands today, and it was a very modest building, and it played a very significant role in the Fruita community. It was built in 1896. This one-room schoolhouse was Fruita's only public structure. Besides being their only school, it served as a church meeting house. Since Fruita's Mormon settlers never had their own church building, the building also functioned as a community center. The students' desks were not attached to the floor, so they could be removed to make room for dances, meetings, church gatherings, and other social events. So this is the Fruita School, and that's what it looked like. They got a little teaching thing here. Does it work? No. Press more for information. Doesn't work, unfortunately. Oh, there it is.
And I taught here in 1934 as a brand new teacher. I was a native of Wayne County, but Fruita was a rough 25-mile drive from my parents' home in Lima.
So it does work. And it's right here at the base of this huge rock. And we'll just take a look inside because they open it up for you so that you can see how, and somebody has locked it. So what we're gonna do is maybe look through the window. Looking through the window, pretty small. This is the rock and natural formation of the layers that are all exposed here at Capitol Reef National Park. This explains that you're looking at the remains of the past, lives, climate, and environment. This landscape was once an ocean, a desert, swamp, and a forest. These dramatic differences are the result of climate changing through time. Over the course of 40 million years, represented in 3 rock layers in front of you, the climate slowly changed. The sediments accumulated and were gradually compressed and cemented into solid rock. It's a really cool view here. Zoom in on. We're at the Gooseneck's Point, and it's only 600 feet up to the top of it. It's supposed to have a nice panoramic view, which is a really cool drive up to see all of this. And then next we'll do the Sunset Point, which is just a third from this very same parking lot. So we're just gonna hike on up here, the 600 feet, and take a look and see what we... Here we go. Up the trail we go. Right, there's Joe.
Don't take a shortcut, Sally.
Don't take a shortcut, Sally, is what he says, which is what the Park Service doesn't want you to do because it tramples down their vegetation. That's what the view is starting to look like. Cool. And there's only a couple other people up here right now, so it's gonna be cool. Sunset Point Trail, which is just a third of a mile. It's right up this way, and it has a panoramic view of the valley and the canyon here at Capitol Reef. Up here at the Sunset Point, our last stop on this national park adventure. And whew, so you can go around the edge here. Oops, almost fell off. Wonderful. There's Jeffrey looking out, starting to sprinkle on us. This is Sunset Point at Capitol Reef. Very pretty. We had a great day hiking, exploring the Capitol Gorge and trying to find the water tanks, having a great lunch at Fruita Park. We had those wonderful pies that they make, the ladies make there at the Fruita Town. And we saw the visitor center, and it was just a really wonderful day here at Capitol Reef National Park. So if you enjoyed this video, click like right down there and hit subscribe as well if you'd like to see more of our videos. This was park number 53 for Jeff and I. So we had such a great time. Only 10 more parks to go. But if you'd like to follow us and see all of our adventures and experience them with us, please join our channel. And you know what I always say, get out in the great outdoors and do something that makes you smile.